schooner was invented, and of course the boats could find them, the fleet. So the submarines used to hide in here, and the fleet used to wait outside. Anyway, enough about all that. We're here to paint a picture, and we've got hooks of things to find. So let's do that. Well, hello there, and I hope you enjoyed Killary Harbour. It's a beautiful spot. You know, really and truly, even though it's not really display, but even the camera can't really show you the beauty of that place. It's just amazing. However, we picked something nice to paint, but first we got to show you the materials we're going to need to do so. So starting with paints, we need 5 of them. We've got raw sienna, we've got lemon yellow, we've got burnt umber, we've got cobalt blue, we've got light red, and we have our old pal, the white wash we might use in. We've got the 3 brushes. We've got the large goat hair, the baby goat hair, and the rigger. We've got the tray, which we put our paints out on. We've got the water, we've got the cloth to control the water, and we have the sheet of paper, which is 140 pounds watercolour paper. It's 14 by 10. It's longwise, therefore we're painting in landscape. So without further ado, let's have some more fun. And first we need a pencil and a ruler, and 3.5 inches up the paper we're going to draw our horizon line, which of course, as usual, must be straight. Because if it ain't, the whole thing will be crooked, won't it? You know that, of course. Now let's put those things away, and let's put out some paint. First of all, some of the raw sienna. Oh, this is great to get started, isn't it? Yes. You know, that area, the minute you arrive there, the first thing you think of is, wow, let's get the old paints out and let's get started, because everywhere you look, you see beautiful areas to paint. I'm putting out 3 colours, raw sienna, cobalt blue, and light red. Those 3 will do to start with. Take the large brush into the water with it, swish it round, get some of the raw sienna, which of course is the mustardy colour, I call it. Now don't be mean, get enough to do the whole lot. And then we're going to start at the top here, and off we go. Right down to, well, you can please yourself on this one. A 1/4 inch from the horizon line will be fine. And then while it's still wet, let's take some of the blue, which is the cobalt, remembering, of course, that we have 2 minutes to paint a sky. 2 minutes, they say. What a short period of time. Indeed, it's not. Plenty of time. For those of you who have difficulty timing yourself, try holding your breath. You'll be amazed how long 2 minutes are. Now, the idea, of course, is that with the 2 minute thing is that if you take more, you know what happens? Paper starts to dry, doesn't it? Yes, we know this. Now I'm going to take some of the blue and the light red and make up this nice winey colour. Take your time with this. It takes 99% of your time mixing the colour and only 1% to put it on the paper, but that's the time you can do all the damage, as they say. So I'm just got this nice winey, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not going to do too much here because we've got to dry this now. There we give it. Now it's trying to run down the page on me a bit, but I'll soon stop that, won't I? With the old hairdryer, let's give it a blast. There we go, give it a really good dry. And always make sure a little more is better than a little less, as they say, yes. I've got a question for you now, before I start these mountains. Which would you think was right? Do you think there's more stars in the sky or grains of sand in all the beaches of the world? Well, the answer is there are more stars in the sky. Isn't that amazing? Think of it. Gosh. Now, mountains. I'm going to start off and put in what you do with mountains is you build them up. There are 3 mountains in this picture, but I'm going to put in the faintest colour first. Do you understand that? You always work light to dark with watercolours. So, off we go. I'm mixing cobalt blue and raw sienna together. And I'm going to just outline the whole lot of them. That's one mountain there, that comes right down. Little large goat hair, and then there was one in the middle. It went up like that. Yeah. That's the middle mountain. And then you had another one went up here like that. So you had three mountains. Do you see them? Now they look like one mountain now at the moment, don't they? They all seem to be the same distance away, and there seems to be no difference between them. Well, in a moment you'll see there is. I'm going right to the horizon line with that mixture of cobalt blue and raw sienna. Isn't that nice? Isn't that easy? Yeah, now dry it. Okay, now this can often take several layers. What they call them is washes. Well, you've heard the name washes. That means the number of coats of paint you're putting on. Now we're going to go again on this. And this time we're going to put on a little stronger colour. Let me see now. Ah, this is the tricks of the trade, he said. Same colour again, but when I put it on here this time, you'll find it'll be darker. Do you know why? Because the underneath colour's showing through as well, isn't it? Of course it is, yeah. Now the great thing about where we are at the moment here, there's very few, in fact, in Lanzarote we don't have any traffic lights in the Canaries, none. And therefore I'm going to save 6 months of my life. A nice thought. Because the average person actually spends 6 months of their life waiting at red lights. Did you know that? So, come down here, he said, there's none. It's like, you can't. Anyway, that's what I've been told. More useless information, yes. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to head down here, watch this. I'm heading down below the horizon line. Do you see that? And I'm going to draw this line here with the brush. I can use the brush now like a chisel, you see that? And the idea is that I'm creating a mountain scene that's nearer to me. See it? It's nearer than that bit back there, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. That's that side. And then we go up the far side. Now, this piece here, see this one here? This one is a very steep one. It goes up like that. And that doesn't... So I'm only using the same colour. This is the cobalt blue and the raw sienna. And they're my two colours. So it's now beginning to look like I've created a gap. Kind of a... And this piece on this side here, of course, is further back. I'll square off the corners in a minute now. What I mean by that is I'll show you. So there's a kind of a little gap in there. You see it? Isn't that nice? Yes. Now with the small brush, this is the rigger. I'm just going to tidy it up. That's what they call it. I'm going to bring that down a bit further there. See that? And this one will come down just to create that nice straight edge there, because I want to give the impression. And then this is going to come down to there. So there's a kind of, see the way the gap is going in? Oh, sure, there's all this, because it doesn't look nice if we just have them straight across all three mountains the same distance away. Unless, of course, it happens to be the case that they are, but do you know, even if they are, you can play about a bit with them. Now, this side here is quite dark. This might be a little lighter here, and of course the light's coming this way, so I'm going to make this side now a lot darker, this mountain. So I'm going to take some of the light red, the cobalt blue, and the raw sienna, those three together now. I'm going to really darken in this mountain, you see, because it is considerably darker because it's in shade. Understand that? Do you understand? Yeah, of course you do. I'm going to give this a dry now in a minute. I'll give this a little dry, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you to go off and visit a bog. So away with you, I'll dry this. Well, we're here on a piece of bogland above Kylemore. Now, what is a bog? Lots of people believe it arrived here kind of by nature when it didn't. I'm afraid man had a hand in it. About 6,000 years ago, when man came here first, he was a farmer. The first thing he did was he cut down all the trees to make fields. Unfortunately, the rain then fell directly onto the ground. This land in Connemara contains a lot of iron. The iron went down and hit the rock, and it formed an iron base, which was totally non-porous. The next thing was the whole thing became a pond, and that was how the bog was formed. There you are. That's the story of the bog. Now, let us get back to our painting. Okay, we've done a real good job of drawing there. Well, wasn't that nice? Oh, you didn't know that, did you? See, we blame nature on a lot of things where, fortunately, the hand of man has had a little more to do with it than he should have done. All right, I'm going to take some of the cobalt blue now and the baby goat hair brush. And what I'm going to do now is create this little lake. All right? Not going to put it in too strong, because you always work light to dark anyway, but this way you'll see why. I'm going to take a swipe across like that, and another swipe underneath there, another swipe underneath there, another swipe. Now, I don't know how far this lake's going to be up or down, but I don't really care, because what I've done is, I've covered the whole area. It's light, and I can go over it with darker paint as I need. You'll see what I mean? So the land might be in a different configuration here, but so what? I'll dry this.